Well, it is time. It is the beginning of the end. It is book 6 of Pathfinder Strange Aeons Black Stars Beckon. I'm
Woohoo!
gathered here with all my buddies and, Scott.
Lol.
Yes.
He's more than a buddy.
Oh, yeah. Even
Anyway.
a lover, one could say.
Well, hey, on Tuesdays.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Today's not Tuesday.
Yeah, okay. Now, when we last left off, all of our adventuring party had made it through the eye, the diamond in the rough of the cities of the ancient world. And they got through an old nemesis put away once and for all. Miss, because it is a miss.
Well.
Let me get her.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah, Miss
Innocent
Lorelei.
Ling.
Yeah.
This
It
is some
was
cool
her.
ass art.
So good.
It looks like a bug.
Yeah, her devotion to
rare.
Hesher is what caused her evolutions of herself. I also love that they kept it fresh with her having a rapier, which is his,
His
favorite weapon.
mhm.
And on the way out, as you all were getting ready to jump ship, something started waking up a little bit. A nice little fungal, half there, half not monster.
That's awful.
Yeah, I mean it's probably very old.
Yeah.
Some might call it a blot on society.
Yeah, it's probably great. It's probably old. It's probably one of them.
Well, speaking of great and old,
Oh,
good
fuck me.
times and great old ones. Perhaps a view into what is to come. Because now we're in a place called Carcosa. Now, obviously, you all know what that is.
Unfortunately.
But while we know roughly what it is, but what exactly is Carcosa?
Yeah, so I'm sure our characters would know, but I IRL don't actually know. I know it's like it's one of like the underlying places of the Lovecraftian lore, but I actually am completely ignorant to it. Past that fact.
Well, this is going to be the session for you.
Yay!
All right. Now, we left off. The heroes were fucking running, all scooped under Aneurin's arms as he says, "It's time to go."
Yep.
And you jump through the Black Stars Beckon portal. What you all experience is like jumping into a cold bath.
Oh.
Like a pinprick feeling all over your body, just of frigid cold. Aneurin feels pretty good to you for the most part.
I was about to say, do I feel anything?
Yeah. Like you feel a sensation, but compared to the others, it's nothing. But when you open your eyes, it's there's a blinding flash of white light as you go in, and then kind of like the old Star Trek, in the Star Wars montage where you go into you hit the thrusters and all the stars start going into hyperspace.
Yeah, you go into
Drive, yeah.
Yeah. You go big fast.
Yeah, so after Chewie gets done punching it,
Yeah.
you all open your eyes,
Oh.
and you're in a room. It seems to be a foyer leading into a play room, when I say a playroom, I mean like a musical play or like a performance area, like an old school auditorium theater. And everyone that's in this room completely ignores the fact that you're there.
How rude.
Everyone is going about their business. You hear everyone talking like you would be in a city, but no one is whatsoever acknowledging that you're here.
Yeah, we would have barged in like, pardon the intrusion.
Also,
Carrying just them both underneath my arms. I set
all
you
three
down.
of you, your head, you all can't really think straight. You can make sense of things.
Oh, yeah.
So nothing
But-
normal.
But you can't really, you're having a hard time processing information. All of you have a -4 to your will save.
I'm sure being like jammed through space and time with only the meager understanding of, what we actually just did. It's probably miraculous that we're in one piece at the moment.
One Piece.
One piece.
Basically, you all had like an interplanetary transportation spell cast on you that had a set location.
Oh Lord. Okay. I stand up and like everything around me is a
And it's the red haze. The red haze is there.
Oh yes, the red haze.
Everything is awful.
So, so we're in this room, I believe, due to the art. Yeah.
It seems that people are kind of just milling about here while they wait for. You see, like there are like a couple of hallways going from where you are all at that is leading into this theater.
Okay. Rough guesstimate. How many people around us?
In the immediate room, about 10.
Okay,
but
so
there's probably hundreds of people.
Oh wow. Okay,
here.
yeah. So we're in a packed area. Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm trying to get to my bearings. I've dealt with dream world shenanigans before. I know that this could be currently not dangerous, but it could also be horrifyingly dangerous. So I try and fail to get to my feet a time or two, and try to remember the names of my party members.
How are the other two feeling?
Rage. Pure rage.
Confusion.
And confusion.
A wonderful combination.
I'm more confused.
That's fair.
I'm always confused.
Nice. Can I get perception from the party?
Okay.
I don't see Draymore.
I've rolled a 36.
Nice. 34, 35. But the +2 makes it a little bit better than Aneuerin.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5. That's my bad.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
Mr. Big Dick over here.
Extremely perceptive.
So,
I mean, I have a wisdom of 19, so.
Yes, sir.
You all, when you go in public, every so often you get that awkward situation where like you catch eyes with someone, and they look away real quick, or like people like generally acknowledge you're there, like whether it's like, they're just walking around you or whatever, but it's like you all don't even exist where you're at, and the clothes that these people are wearing, it's very different from what you've seen before. Like, the music sounds different from what you're accustomed to. Like,
right.
Everything that you've come to expect of this place, Carcosa, is of an ancient alien city.
Right.
What you're getting is what seems to be some type of theater hall.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The way less eldritch than I was expecting.
Yes. But more so, no one seems to acknowledge that you're here whatsoever. Not even, it's like you don't even exist.
I love this guy's face, by the way.
Do we
He's
look
my
like we
favorite.
normally look like?
Yeah, you all look the same, aside from just the utter confusion.
Right. I will, I assume I somewhat come to my bearings now, after a minute?
No.
Oh, well, still, it's the haze is clinging.
Yes.
What is the extent of my mental capability here? Am I do I know who I am and what's going on around me? Or?
Effectively, you all just have a -4 to will saves right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of an effect of the area.
I'm going to say, Erin, was the transportation successful? Are we where we should be?
Erin is trying to gather anything that she possibly can. I don't know.
All right. Well, par for the course, considering what we work with. Aneuerin, how are you feeling? We just hear
I
the sound of TV
feel
static.
slightly dizzy, but
Oh.
other than that, my head is killing me.
Oh, Lord.
You all begin hearing a violin play.
Oh.
It is a resonance in the hall. You know, it's the sound of an orchestra warming up. And
Okay.
everyone in the room that's been so still begins wordlessly going into the theater hall.
No one's saying a sound. This is interesting. Well, it's time for the questioner to ask a question. And for any of you from home, if you are curious and you aren't aware, we are level 16, and 8 of my levels are in Inspector, so or Investigator, with the questioner archetype. So, I am going to, I guess, one of the closest men towards me. I'll try to address him, and I guess in common first. I'll say, excuse me, my good man. Where are we headed?
Like water to oil, he seamlessly goes right around you, as if you were a wall in front of him that he had to walk around.
Okay. You, madam, please. Where is everyone headed?
The very same.
Oh,
It's
I
as
see.
if you all are simply part of the background.
yes.
In the language that like once they got closer to you, you actually heard that they were speaking, like you could hear what they're saying. But it's in some type of extremely foreign language that you have no idea what it is.
Oh, interesting.
After
Oh.
seeing the title card, I imagine it's that scene from Futurama, and it's like, it's written in some incomprehensibly dead language. Then the machine says, bonjour.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be fucking hilarious. Actually, they are probably speaking French, which would be funny. But wait, if we are on... I will try to gather my compatriots and say, it seems as if we do not exist to these folk. As if we are simply things to avoid, but in a passive toning. I fear we might find more answers to our questions if we were to follow them, but keep about your guard. I don't trust this place.
I'll
Question.
keep my eyes and
Yes.
nose to the floor.
Yeah, I see, Erin, you have a question.
Does magic work?
Oh, I don't know. Attempt to prestidigitate something.
I see a wine glass that's been left alone, and I try to prestidigitate it clean.
Yeah,
oh wait,
you-
I can't because I don't have prestidigitate.
Oh, that's funny.
I
grab
try
it
to
and
arcane
drink
mark
it.
something.
Oh,
Yeah, your arcane mark pops up.
Okay, this is good.
Okay.
I will attempt to instead prestidigitate the glass clean with my psychic powers.
Yes, you most certainly do.
Excellent.
The room at this point is basically empty now. But whenever, the room empties out, the door holders, like, the people, the chauffeurs, or not chauffeurs, but you know what I'm saying, the ushers, there we go.
Yes.
The ushers begin closing the doors. And you can see down the hallway where the ushers have closed every door, except for the door closest to you.
Except
I
for
feel
the
like we
door.
should go.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's as if they're holding the door open for you without acknowledging you.
Before we head out, I will attempt to try something. I will, just like a little pamphlet or something on a nightstand or an end table. I'll just try to move it with my hand.
It's almost like it doesn't want to budge.
Oh,
Like it's concrete.
I see. Fellows, I do believe we might be in some form of imagery, a memory, perhaps.
Then we should probably get through that door before it closes on us.
Agreed. Woo.
And I bloop.
I'ma slide on in.
I'll begin trudging. I'll do like that. It's like whenever you walk a little bit faster, but you swing your arms like you're marching.
Oh, nice. When you walk in, the scenery alters
Oh.
somewhat. You're still in the theater hall, but instead of going to the seats at the bottom, you all walk into a box seat.
Oh.
Which a box seat is one of the nicer seats that are hanging along the wall.
Yeah, the ones like you see in movies.
Yes,
or in theaters.
exactly. Yep. You all have box 1, which is the closest box to the stage.
Wait a minute.
Oh, this is... Wait, how did we get here? By the way, this is nice seats.
In character, I have no idea what's going on. Out of character, I'm horrified as shit.
The
In
door
character,
closes
both.
behind you.
It closes behind us?
There's one seat left open, but there are 5 seats.
Oh, who are the other 4?
No one else is there. There's just simply 5 seats open for y'all to choose between.
Oh, okay.
I grabbed 2 seats, put them together so I can have a nice, comfy chair to sit in.
I say, well,
His ass is that big.
I believe
No, I'm
we
gonna,
might be...
I'm gonna man spread real hard. I'm talking like the barbarian throne sitting, so like
Yeah.
you're just like
Oh,
sprawled out.
Sitting like a
Nice.
Jarl in Skyrim.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like that.
I say, well, Erin, I believe we are being invited to sit.
You see a chair, go ahead and low. I imagine that they're like theater seats.
Hmm.
You see one just open itself, and there's a creak.
I see. I will simply walk towards the nearest one and sit my old self into it.
Nice. As you're watching, proceedings go on as usual, as you would imagine. What would normally be a very loud, vibrant hall, you all still just hear what seems to be just the resonance from the orchestra warming up. And after a little bit of time, someone walks out on the stage wearing some clad robes and begins speaking. It's the same as before. You cannot understand what this individual is saying, but you can tell that he's interested in something grand. Something you can tell he's very passionate about whatever he's got going on. At this time, hors d'oeuvres and wine is being served throughout all the common areas. And you seem like everyone's having a wonderful time. This is a very artsy-fartsy place.
Right.
Just the amount of decadence.
I see.
And after a certain point, he goes behind the curtain and pulls the curtain back, and a play begins going on. There's music playing behind it, and almost as if it's happening in kind of like a fast-forward type motion. There's an orator that's speaking from a book, and it's discussing what appears to be some type of nobility. At this point, someone sits down next to you, Mr. Gregor.
Oh, well, hello there.
Have you seen this play before?
I will, upon turning and seeing this creature, I will say,
She crosses her legs very politely when she sits down.
do I recognize what this is? Like, with the species of this creature, because it's clearly not human.
Let me see.
Or humanoid. Well, it is shaped humanoid.
There's a possibility. Let me pull up our actual sheet, and I'll tell you. No, you're not able to discern what she is. Hey, night, buddy.
Night,
You got
night.
your Jesse? Love you. Night, buddy.
Hashtag dad
Look at
things.
them. Everyone look away.
Alright, I will say, no, I must say that... I'll wait for... I'll wait for the child to leave. Oh. Is it gone? Has the creature been bested? It has taken our DM!
It has.
Oh!
I muted myself while he
Okay.
was getting out.
The name! Fed! I just saw the name!
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with the name?
Bitch, I've read the book!
She, but no, you
Okay,
have
no. So I will say, oh no, I must say this performance is very unheard of where I come from. This is my first seeing it.
It was theirs too.
Oh,
Unfortunately, you're getting ready to come to the climax.
oh, so soon.
Well, soon for you, but unfortunately an eternity for them.
I see.
At this point, there is a crescendo of speech coming from the orator, and the whole stage goes yellow.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yep. That name gave it away.
The King in Yellow is a decadent play.
Oh, I don't like that. I avert my eyes immediately.
Don't worry, it cannot harm you.
Oh, it isn't my well-being that I fear.
At this point, there's no need to translate the screams that are going out throughout the audience.
Right.
Anyone that looks at her doesn't even need to make a perception roll. She looks visibly sad. She says, "This happened quite recently. Because of it, you're able to be a part of it, in a manner of speaking. These poor people, blinded by not only the decadent nature of their surroundings, but by their sloth, by their need for these things, and simply too lazy to find a better life, to find one more suitable. Instead, they are here, trapped in this nexus.
I see. Well,
Tell me, residents of Thrushmore."
oh, you've heard of us.
Indeed.
I'm afraid we have not heard of you, though. Might I know your name? Oh, where are my manners? I believe you know, but just for the companionship of it, my name is Malen Gregor Hawken, and these are my associates, Erin and Aneuerin.
Greetings.
She nods.
And might who you be, good lady?
I am Casilda, the queen of this realm.
Oh, I see. I will, I try to, bow a little bit. I did not understand that I was in the court of royalty. I would have addressed you much, much better with respect.
She raises a hand, which shines like mutable silver
Oh my.
with gold laced in.
Holy cow.
Like, she looks as though... She looks like Mercury.
Wow.
Like, just absolutely beautiful. But, like metallic
the
that just...
T-1001 thing?
Yes.
The Mercury robot?
Yes. And she is just... She just kind of doesn't speak for a second, but begins to say, "Tell me, Erin,
Yes.
you're the one that performed the ritual to get you here.
I did.
Curious. Why do you seek Laos? For you see, a queen knows all of her subjects. And a queen understands everyone who comes for their own reasonings that are bound to this place, but you three are not bound. Although one is getting close.
I seek Klaus for answers, and answers alone. The other two have their own things, and he must deal for his crimes, but I currently seek only one. And it is not Laos.
Why do you come here, Blue One?
Oh, I've come to kick Lau's ass.
How brash.
Straight to the point, some would say.
It is charming. And Gregor,
Oh.
I made no questions. Why are you here?
I am here for the sole purpose of keeping some level of order and seeing that a unjust man seeks or finds justice, rather. Or rather, I suppose, that justice finds him.
Pardon me, Aneuerin. What were you wanting to say?
I was asking how come the man down there does all the talking that we can't hear, and now there's tentacles flying everywhere.
He is performing a play. A play that is made after the material version of Hastur. Hastur himself is locked in a lake, desperately wishing to be freed. But he does have, I suppose, what you all may call an avatar, the King in Yellow. It is Hastur, but it is not quite Hastur. The King in Yellow, the play, it invokes the name of, well, the king. It allows what is there to come here.
Ah,
Where you see
now-
Carcosa is not just a place, but it is many places.
So, now with a bit of a shake to my voice, I say, so, you mean to tell me that the King in Yellow shall be appearing here?
Of course.
I see.
How could someone visit a country and not expect to hear of its master?
Oh, just hopeful wishes, I suppose.
I must admit, normally I keep out of ear's reach, out of eyesight. But I must say, you must thank me, you three.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sure we have many reasons to thank you. I'm going to have to apologize, but I am completely ignorant to them. Might I know exactly what have you done?
Instead of going to the throne, I brought you here instead.
That I most certainly will thank you for.
But I must ask why.
Don't you know the phrase, never ask a gift horse in the mouth?
No,
He
because you dip
uncrosses
together
and then
like
recrosses
all
her
at the same
legs.
time.
Oh my.
And then says, "Allow me to tell you a history lesson."
You see a book float out of my bag and open. I'm sure she can see me just fine.
Oh yes, like she has no problem seeing you.
Yeah, so that's why I introduced her.
The pillars of civilization on a nameless world were two cities, Alar and Yatil. Alar was an aggressive, militaristic culture. It was prone to frequent rebellion and uprisings. Yatil was a beautiful city of aristocrats and artisans. However, it was decadent and stagnant. There was tales of a third metropolis on a formless location. A large city-state that sat abandoned and unreachable even as the people of Alar and Util made their first homes in muds and stick. It was called Carcosa. It was a mirage that appeared across the Lake of Hali when the twin black suns dipped below the horizon. Carcosa and its mysterious immortal ruler, the King in Yellow, they dominated folklore of both cities. Some modern legends suggest that Carcosa, well, it was the home to my husband. Though imprisoned, the king desperately seeks to reach beyond his cell. He eventually deceived the people of Alar and Util, bending them to his terrible will. He reshaped Carcosa to become not only the instrument of his release, but as a catalyst for his apotheosis into an outer god. Hastur mystically conjoined the three cities into one, drawing the other two into the abandoned husk of Carcosa. Empty Carcosa, it served as a skeleton, a base, you see. The foundation for a new creation. The citizens of Alar infused the city with an aggressive spirit, and Util was drained of beauty and decadence to lend new Carcosa to the will to corrupt. Yet, there is some quality to Util's beauty that eluded the king. A portion of the life force of each Util citizen was channeled into a singular being. Me.
Well, my.
What Carcosa is a parasite. It leeches on other cities, other worlds that fall to decadence, that fall to militaristic stagnation. Carcosa sees these as a purchase, and through the use of ancient artifacts, draws that essence into itself and expands its network. What you're seeing is a play in what was the 1930s compared to that timeline of a planet called Earth. This was a play that took place in a theater in a city known as Paris. This city will forever have its inhabitants of that timeline here, forever reliving the decadent nature of their sacrifice, and forever empowering Hastur until he can break free from the lake that holds him.
Wait. You say this is on a different planet?
Indeed.
But there are humans here.
All humans come from somewhere.
Oh my. Well. This has been rather exciting.
I know what you want to say, Gregor.
You do?
How does this pertain to me? How does this pertain to catching Laos? Do you recall an item, an ancient artifact, on your planet of Galarian, in the city in which you were used for assistance to Laos?
Do you refer to the Star Stella?
I do.
Well, I do recall them.
The Star Stella is what allows these cities to be purchased into Carcosa.
Oh no. So Galarian could be next. Or currently is.
It is. What Laos unknowingly has done is invoked a second way of adding to Carcosa.
That fool. How can this be undone?
There are currently 3 anchors that are tied to Thrushmore. 3 star stellas are active, trapped in time. There are thousands of these artifacts, but they each interconnect like a road to a district. And there are 3 roads leading to Thrushmore. If you can deactivate these ancient artifacts, then your home could be spared.
Excellent. That can be done from here. This can be done from Carcosa.
Indeed.
So we need to find the road that leads to the Star Stella within Ustalov, back home on Galarian.
She nods and she says, I have already brought you to your first one.
What? Here?
Outside of this building, there's a structure. A man-made marvel of the time.
Oh no. It's the Eiffel Tower.
She says, what they believed to be just a true marvel of the world was a beacon, easily noticeable by polyps. The Star Stella rests there. I can take you to the base of the tower, and if you can deactivate it with this, she waves a hand in front of Erin, and this little black ball in her hand pops up.
Oh.
She motions to hand it to Erin.
I decloak, and it's still shocking even to me, but she looks very angry, and I hold my hand out.
It never touches your hand. It is simply, once it goes into your possession, it disappears. She says, if you summon this, it will deactivate these Stellas.
I see. So, we simply need to climb this supposed tower of Marvel, make our way to its top, I assume, and activate this item to deactivate the road leading to the Star Stella back on Galarian.
She nods. She says, that will be the first of 3.
Well, consider it done. I will happily give my life for there to be peace and order on our world. Of course, there are only 3 of us and only 3 Stella, so I'd like to not give my life yet.
She puts her fingers together and she says, I am glad that you all found this so agreeable.
I must ask, though, but why? Why are you helping us?
She gives a heavy sigh and she says, have you ever wished? She looks to Aneuerin.
Upon
She
a shooting
says-
star?
Speaking to Aneuerin, she says, have you ever wished to break free of binds? From a slave to a master?
Mhm.
Have
I've
you
done
ever
that.
wished to have a shot, to have a chance to get the better of someone, even if it's just one time?
Of course. I'm about to do it today, tomorrow, or whenever I see Laos.
She looks to Gregor and she says, that is your answer.
I see. Well,
I am not here on my own volition. I am here because... And when she begins speaking from here, it sounds like 1,000 voices all speaking at once.
oh wow.
She says, I am here because my people were deceived and led astray. Sacrificed to be here forever as nothing more. And then she goes back to speaking in one voice, as the blood in some delusional god's veins.
Well, I will ease myself up to standing with my cane. As wonderful as this play has been, I believe we have a job to do we not?
So you all agree to do this?
I don't feel we have much other choice. That is, of course, we could just watch this play go on forever, but it's gotten rather dull. Not fond of the color
As you
yellow.
look down, you realize that the play is restarted.
Yeah.
And she says,
Never was fond of the color yellow.
I'm more of a blue kind of guy.
She kind of actually gives a little bit of like not quite a smirk, but a little turn of the cheek, you know. She says, "I believe payment would be appropriate." Gregor, what would you like?
Oh, what would I like?
She says payment would be required. Oh, what do you want?
I say, well, if I could ask for one thing, I have, as I believe you already know, been cursed of a sort. Could you perhaps remove this? Could you fix this issue I have?
She gives you a look for a minute and says, "Yes, I can.
Well,
But it is not as simple as making something nothing. Something always returns. It may not be to you or anyone you know,
oh,
but it will go somewhere.
someone will have to suffer my burden.
Eventually."
Well, in that case, then forget it. I will not free myself to shackle another. That is not the way of Abadar.
Honorable. Very honorable. Allow me to give you something. Name whatever you wish,
Oh.
and I will do the best I can.
How about... I pick up my, let me see here. I will, pick up my sword cane and say, if there's any way you could make this a bit more powerful, I feel we might need its strength in the future.
He looks at it. What is it currently?
Currently it is a +4 flaming keen rapier cane. So a +6 weapon.
+6 weapon.
Indeed.
Dang.
Now that I say that, I'll actually instead, take that. I didn't realize it was that already. I will instead say, we have fought foe after foe, and the most difficult are those that are not ground-bound. If you could provide me with some form of means of aerial transportation, that would be most useful.
You have it.
Oh, why thank you.
Yeah, you have me.
We do have you, Aneuerin.
I could just carry you into the sky, into the clouds.
As you've done before.
She looks and she says, "Well, go ahead.
What?
Take a step."
I take a step forward.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I push you on the back.
I stumble forward.
You catch yourself in the air as you fall.
Oh! Oh!
Listen to her. She's only been nice to us.
She says, "You will permanently have the ability to fly till the end of your days."
Oh! I look at my fucking cane.
And
You have
you're
any
like,
idea how...
"Shit."
You have any idea how fucking liberating that would be? Someone
Yeah.
who's had a limp his entire life?
And no longer needs a cane.
Oh, I don't know how to thank you. I suppose I'll start by freeing you, eh? How's that?
That was the plan.
She looks at you and gives a little bit of a smile this time. She says, "I can never be free, but
Well,
I
we'll
can
do
be
whatever's-
born."
We'll do the second best thing then.
She looks to Aneuerin. "What is your payment that you wish to have? It can be anything within reason."
I want to be unkillable.
The only thing I know to do is increase what you already have.
She's saying I'm perfect.
You have 2 hooves attacks now.
What?
I'm giving you 2 hoof natural attacks.
To anything? Or just my base form?
Like,
To any of your forms. You have 2 hoof attacks to go with any of your forms.
Oh. Oh no, I've got to put
I
so
gotta
many more
add in-
entries in.
that's funny.
But now your
But
shoes will never fit.
but you always have hooves.
Even
She
in
doesn't
his normal
understand.
form? So, like,
Yes.
yeah, you have 2 hooves instead of feet. You're like a
Yes.
Tau. You're even blue.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
The Tau have hooves?
Someone
You
hand me a
didn't know
gun.
that?
Someone hand me a gun.
No.
Yeah, dude, the Tau have hooves. They have 4 fingers and hooves.
Yep.
And
And
no
they have a butt
nose.
face.
And
Yep.
yeah, they have a fucking ass crack on their forehead.
She looks to Erin and she says, "What payment do you wish to have, Erin?"
I feel like you already know, but I'm only here for my husband.
I'm sorry. I cannot give you his soul. Someone else already has a claim on it right now.
I figured as much. In that case, 5,000 gold in powdered diamond and opal will work just fine.
It is done.
She looks. That's a little rich for my blood.
You did
yeah.
something cool, CB. Thank you for that.
She gives you 2 bags worth.
Nice.
Is the payment that you all received adequate?
I'm just thinking that she responds to Erin like that old Stamper video.
Yeah. I thought about it too, but we can't. Yeah.
That's why I'm not reciting
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, but she's like, "Do you all find your payment agreeable?"
I am just like giddily floating around in the background. Having too much fun as an old man who can fly now.
How's this gonna work in my animal form? I'm thinking.
Looking at his feet.
She says, "I am glad that you chose a simple request."
What is my fly speed, might I ask?
60 feet.
60 feet? Holy shit!
Good maneuverability.
Ah! Hell yeah!
Naughty man.
I am a
says-
swift lad.
I am glad that you all found anything to your liking. Anything could have been within reach within reason. Your weapon could have reached its max potential, but it is good to see you be free-spirited with this.
Oh, yes. I'm like I'm like swimming in the air, like just like doing like a goofy backstroke, and like and I put myself down on the ground, you know, have like this as my knee, you know, I feel the tension in it again. I again thank you from the bottom of my heart.
She stands up, and when she reaches a hand out to you, Gregor, there's now 3 of her that's all reaching a hand out to each of you.
Oh,
like,
shit.
To like shake your hand. Like to like seal the deal.
I will take it.
I will also take it.
I will put on a glove and then take it.
No, touch the flesh.
As she shakes every one of your hands, like there's like a pop. She says, "The accord is struck. Succeed, or be forever here."
Well, I think I'll take success.
Yes.
I truly hope that is the case.
So do I.
Of course it will be.
As she lets go, you all are at the base of a tower.
Oh.
With her still in front of you.
I like look up and see how fucking tall this thing is. This is an immense tower. I see why they thought it was a marvel.
You also see 2 black suns.
Oh. This is a strange planet.
Indeed.
I believe we are on this Earth, they called it?
Indeed. The
Earth.
suns are not reminiscent of Earth, but it is reminiscent of Carcosa. A
Oh,
reminder that we are always here.
I see.
As she turns back around, she says, "There is one last thing you should know. If you were to die here, You would never go to the vault, Gregor. Aneuerin, you would never see the green. A soul does not leave Carcosa if it leaves the body.
Mm.
She looks at Erin as she says that. And then she's gone.
All right. Well, that was a fun pep talk.
All right, clarification.
Mm-hmm.
How do those two hooves attacks work?
They work the way that you would use your demonic implants that you wanted.
Yeah, but for like would they function in the animal forms or no?
Yes, like they're two natural attacks that you can use in any of your forms.
Gotcha.
Like you make as like part of your full attack. Or a single attack. Like, they're just like two extra natural attacks you have.
Yeah. I was just making sure.
Yeah, no problem. Yes, I'm giving you the thing that you've wanted. We're in the end game now. You better start gathering them Infinity Stones.
See if
For
you're going
real.
to tell him the thing that I did.
Yes, you can.
But indeed, Erin, I must say, I thought by this point in our adventure you were past frivolous things such as jewelry. What did you require the opal for?
I take the glove off my hand and put it to your face. It's a symbol of death. Permanently fixed to my hand.
Oh.
And you're not dying.
Okay, that was odd. Might I ask why?
Because I attuned you to it.
You've attuned me to a circle of death.
Yes.
Why?
So that you don't die when I take my glove off.
What?
I'm just as confused as you.
What is the point of all
Explain.
of this, Erin?
Scott, you there, bud?
Because it's easy. And it does a lot of damage.
Okay,
It's easy. And
I'm
it does a
calling-
lot
I'm-
of damage.
calling it right now. Scott's gonna forget he has that. We're gonna get Draymore back.
I attuned
Has-
Draymore to it as well.
How he's dead.
We have his corpse.
That's not Draymore. That is an object.
Correct.
Then I'll just attune him to it whenever I get him.
You find him, you get all hot and heavy. He starts stripping you down. Takes the glove off, dies. Uh,
Well. I guess you all begin walking up a tower, right?
Indeed. Well, I don't touch the ground, but yes.
Yeah. You ain't got to worry about that shit
I
no
cast
more.
fly on myself. Fuck this.
I use my good old new feet. Clipping and clopping in.
Are you clopping?
No, clipping
Ew.
and clopping.
Okay. As you all like get to a
Sorry,
certain point of
shit.
the tower.
Fucking Aneurin's got hella damage on him.
Oh, that's just from the last time. You all are fully healed from.
Okay.
Yeah. As you all get to a resting spot, you kind of like take a second to look around, and you see that you all are in like a bubble, per se.
Oh. It seems that we are trapped to this section of the mission.
It's as though just part of the city came and went.
Mm.
And as you all are standing there, from around you all and just a cacophonous fucking, just like nails on a chalkboard, you hear,
Grandma?
there's a horrible fucking laughing as the entire tower begins to shake.
What the fuck? And I haven't even taken my medicine yet.
And that's where this game will come to a close. What could
Ooh.
possibly be wrapping itself around that tower or shaking the tower? I don't know. Just don't look at the book. Don't look at the cover too long, or
Yeah.
you might find out.
It's a large tapeworm.
Well, it's reminiscent of a couple of brothers.
Two brothers.
There we go. Now we'll never know.
Now you'll never know.
Now we'll
It's
never
brighter than
have a clue.
Two brothers? Wait a minute. No!
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I'm ignorant to this.
Oh, no.
We'll see you next week on Strange Aeons on part 2 of 4, Black Stars Beckon.
Yeehaw.
Until then, say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Good night.